And there's
And
nothing quite to set the tone like Vince backstage, right? Vince
yeah,
McMahon.
Mr. McMahon was backstage, and he came and he was stood looking through the curtains, and I don't, I can't speak for him, but I think he was taken away by it. He was taken away by that. I don't know if everybody will have a Mr. McMahon's what they think he thinks, and that it's, there's only person who knows what he was thinking at the time he's in. But I know he was there, and I know he was in, and I stood because I was stood by him, not far away from him when he was watching that show, because there wasn't that much room backstage, like there wasn't a huge area, and so there was only certain places you could. We were sort of looking through the curtain and just looking out onto this incredible, because it was a great building that, and he was taking it all in, and I just kept glancing over at him, and you could see that there was things firing off in his head about, wow, this is something going on here, and because I don't
You
know,
know the man well enough to know that the wheels are turning now. There's
turning,
things
yeah,
going on,
because
right?
yes, there's things going on, and I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Other people might say they know, and I, I don't know. I don't know how much time he had to even know how much was going on in NXT or what was because he's got too much. He had too much to do. He's working 20 hours a day, and everything in WWE has to go through him. So how is he getting to really know what was going on down there if he wasn't there? Um, Apart from hearing a few things, well, he got to see it. This is he might have seen bits of the show. Now he's seen it, and he's seen an audience, and he's seen the reactions, and you know there was many cases after with the takeovers after in arenas where soon as it was showtime, Mr. McMahon was there, and he was backstage, and he was watching, and he was paying attention, and it was that night was incredible. It was just an incredible night, and it's one of those that's unfortunately lost to history a little bit, isn't it? Because there's
You,
very
you,
little footage out there of it.
you can't find it, but they did film it.
They did
So
film it,
they
so
did film it. Yeah.
hopefully that'll show up one day, and hopefully because everything was always getting filmed. It'd be nice to see that all put together and see the all the extra stuff, and to see, because constantly everything was, but there was so few of us doing it at the time. Obviously, Triple H at the helm, and Ryan Ward, and I was doing my little thing, and Canyon Seaman was doing his, and Matt Bloom, I believe it was Matt at that time, was there as the head trainer by then, and then we all had a lot of pride, and a lot of you know love for that product, and everything that we were doing, and it was magic.
And I'll talk about it a little bit more. But before that, what was your job at that event? What were your responsibilities at this first crucial live event outside of Full Sail for NXT?
Well, once I get there, my job was to get people to NXT. So when I get there, I'm just there for everybody, anything and anybody. What do you need? How can I help? If I'm seeing talent looking a little bit uh, nervous or whatever, just going over and having a word with them. Oh, you'll be fine. What, you okay? I'm a bit worried about this. Whatever it may be, because everybody else had a job to do. Once I was at any takeover, my job was just to go. You can't really explain what I did. I just went round and did did me, which is make sure everybody was okay, and if anything needed help, anybody needed help, or anything I could help with, because you, there was other people doing other jobs. There was a producers. Triple H is doing. He's got to concentrate on the production and the TV, and I'm just there as a resource and help. That's what I by the time it got to show day, that's what I was doing. I was just going from one person to the next to the next. First of all, everybody knew that they could ask me to do anything, and I'm just going down from to anybody and seeing if they're okay and if I can help. And if people had pulled me to one side, can you help this, or can I talk to you? Or I could see they were nervous, and I'd just walk up and say, "You're gonna be fine. Just take a breath. Go and do your thing. You know what you're doing." Just little. That's kind of the things that I
In,
was doing.
invaluable though, especially
Yeah,
when you think
because
about
everybody else has got all this. They've got
right. And you're
this
taking
to
care of the
do.
talent. You're taking care of the
I
kids, and
take
so
anybody, and sometimes it was
right.
a producer, or they're getting a bit just anything I can do to help, right? But yeah, I'll go and sort that out. Yep, but I take care of things or put fires out or just help with whatever, and just be there and be able to read everybody and help out in any way I can on show days.
To take a snapshot of where